Shall I now write the heading? Next heading is relative motion with acceleration. Okay, and put some star. Whatever we have done till now in today's class, they won't ask. Those things are just for concept building. Okay, now acceleration is there. Two bodies are there. Just now we have learned without acceleration. Now everything comes with acceleration. Maybe both bodies accelerating. Maybe only one body is accelerating. Okay, so your most favorite topic from your NEET and JEE, especially JEE. Okay, now try to understand. Here is your body A and here is your body B, and consider they are separated by a distance of 100 meter. Okay, and given that u is equals to 0 for A body and acceleration of A is 40 meter per square second, and body B, this body B is moving with constant acceleration 0. Question is, find out what speed. Okay, sorry. So speed of body B is consider 10 meter per second. Question is, find at what position, and time car A overtakes B. Car A overtakes B. Now, no one will be writing, just listen to me now. Answers are very simple, but you should be knowing how to do. What is the velocity of A? 0. What is the velocity of B? 10. Can I say VAB is nothing but VA minus of VB? And if I solve this, this becomes what? 0 minus of 10, that is minus 10 meter per second. Okay. Now, similarly, relative acceleration. Acceleration of body B is 0. Acceleration of body A is 40. So, relative acceleration of body A and B is nothing but A of A minus of A of B, that is nothing but 40 minus of 0, that is 40 meter per square second. Okay, they ask you what? At what time? At time and at what distance? Okay, to calculate time, generally we use S is equals to UT plus half AT square. Yes or no? Okay. So if I use S is equals to UT plus of half AT square, then U is here. Now you should be substituting relative velocity, relative acceleration. So here I will be writing UAB, that is VAB, what we got minus 10, and here is AAB. I got my point. S is given how much? 100. So 100 is equals to UAB is what? Minus 10. T we don't know. Plus of half into acceleration is how much? 40 into T square. Can I say this becomes 20? This becomes 1. This becomes 10 tens are, 10 ones are, 10 twos are. So this is 2t square minus of t minus of 10, which is equals to 0. Can I write like this? Okay. Or substituting in what? Quadratic equation to get what? Time value. So t becomes minus b, that is 1 plus or minus under the root of b square. B square is 1 minus of 4ac. So 4 into this minus 1 becomes plus 2 into 10 upon 2a. 2a is 2 into 2. So t is equals to 1 plus or minus under the root of 181. So 81 divided by 4, that is nothing but 1 plus or minus 9 by 4, or t is equals to, can I say that 10 by 4, minus is rejected, time cannot be negative, So t is nothing but 2.5 seconds. At 2.5 second, body will hit that body A, or overtakes, hits, crosses, whatever they ask, or when they can be at same position. So this is how we will be doing. Similarly, at what distance they ask. Once you got the time, all you need to substitute again to calculate distance. So generally we use to calculate distance when we have initial velocity and time. Let us take s is equals to ut plus of half at square and substituting on body A. You can substitute on body A or B, whatever you wish. Okay. Why? Because time is common. Okay. Now s is equals to ut plus half at square. Initial velocity of body A is 0. So this becomes 0, or s is equal to half of what is the acceleration of body A, that is 40. Into time we got how much? 2.5. So 2.5 into 2.5. Can I write like this? Now when I am substituting and using the equation s is equals to ut plus half at square, I am substituting the value of u and a of the given quantity body A. I am not again using those relative velocity. I am using actual velocity. I got my point? Okay. So can I say this one? This becomes 20s. If 2.5, 2.5, 6.25, 6.25 into 2. That is 12.5, 12.5 into 10, 125. So displacement is what? 125 meter. This displacement is only applicable 125 for what? Body A. So if this is the x is equals to 0, the body will reach here at x is equals to 125. That means how much body B traveled? Can I say 25? Solve and check your answer. You will get 25 only. Initially the distance of separation is 100 now. Let us substitute in that also. Okay, now what is the initial velocity? 10. Acceleration 0. Time 2.5. Then s is equals to, can I write Vt? Acceleration is 0 now. Okay, so s is equals to V is how much? 10 into that 2.5. That is nothing but 25. So body B traveled how much? 25. Body A traveled how much? 125. At that point they got collided. They crosses each other, or they are having at the same position. Whatever you want to calculate, you can calculate. I got my point? Right on. Okay, shall I write on the example number 2? You have to do everything. I will read the question for you. Consider two bodies are separated by a distance of 100 meter. Okay. The next, A is moving with constant velocity 20 meter per second. A is moving with constant velocity 20 meter per second. If I say constant velocity, that means here A of A is 0 and V of A is nothing but 20 meter per second. Full stop. If bodies B is initial velocity is 0, and acceleration is acting at 45 degree with the horizon 2√2 meter per square second. Full stop. Find out if body A crosses body B, then at what distance and what time? Same question. Come on, try this. Let us calculate first VAB. So VA minus of VB, and this is nothing but resolving the component. Initial velocity is 0, acceleration becomes here 2 meter per square second, over in the y direction 2 meter per square direction. There is no use of using y-axis acceleration because this body is not having acceleration along y-axis now. If question is given, the same thing what we have learned, vx square plus vy square na finally. Got my point? All you need to do separately for x-axis and y-axis, then calculating the magnitude. Okay, if they didn't ask the magnitude, just substitute by I cap and j caps. Okay, now so VAB is nothing but VA minus of VB, and VA is 20 minus of 0. Initial velocity of this is 0 now. So what I got, the velocity is 20 meter per second. Similarly, AAB is nothing but A minus of AB, which is equals to acceleration of A is 0, acceleration of B, that is what, 2 meter per second square. So I am saying that, listen to me, whenever you got negative acceleration, initial velocity of body A is how much? 20 meter per second. Acceleration is what? 2. Just by seeing that, I can say that body will stop in 10 seconds. Yes or no? Acha, you know this? Okay. Now, similarly, substituting what in S is equals to ut plus half at square. So S is equals to ut plus of half at square, and this equation is used by relative So we are using relative terms here. Okay, now or AB, here AB. S is what? Initial separation 100, relative velocity we got 20 into time plus of minus of 1 by 2 into 2 t square, we don't know, 2 get cancelled, anything, no. So reshuffling this becomes t square minus of 20t plus of 100, which is equals to 0. Yes? Okay. Or substituting in the quadratic equation, then minus b, this becomes 20 plus or minus under the root of b square, that is 400 minus of 4 into a is 1, this 0, that is 400 upon 2a, that is 2. Can I cancel this? Can I? So t is equals to 10 seconds. 20 by 10 seconds. So if you have the proper concept, without solving, you can say the answer. Okay, let's see where they are. So how to calculate that? Substituting this time value in those equations. So can I substitute in that one? Why? Because acceleration is 0. You can substitute here also, you can substitute there also, your wish. So VA, I am using VA is equals to S into T. We are calculating. S is equals to VA into T, or S is equals to VA is 20 into 10, that is S is equals to 200 meters. Similarly, substitute in that also, you will be getting the same answer. Let us try that. So initial velocity is 0, acceleration is 2, time is 10. So for SA or SB is equals to UT, initial velocity is 0 now. So half AT square, and SB is nothing but half of acceleration is 2 along the x-axis, time is 10, that is 100, 0, SB is equals to 100. So body B traveled 100 meter, body A traveled 200 meters. Are yes or no? Yes, you got the answers. Very good, very good. Okay, shall I? Here is the next example. Consider this as A and this as going with 10 meter per second and having an acceleration that is 2 meter per square second. Here is body B and separation, let's take as 40 meter and take UA 6 meter per second and UB is 6 meter per second and take this as 4 meter per square second. Full stop. Now the question is, listen the question. Question is, find out if they collide at what time, crosses at what time, overtakes at what time, if possible. Okay, and calculate the position also. If they are not getting what? Overtaking, then find out what is the minimum distance. Okay, and this question is for minimum distance, and you will notice you will get a time negative. Okay, that's the reason I included this example now. Okay, you will get a time negative. Whenever the time is getting negative, in this question, you will get a time negative, and whenever the time getting negative, use the parabolic equation. That is T is equals to, we are equating with respect to time now. S is equals to ut plus half at square. So S is a function of time t now here. So T is nothing but minus B upon 2A. Your mathematics sir will explain you much better. Why? Because parabolic has peak value and the minimum value now. So parabola is having a minus B upon, yes, that formula only. Okay, so using that equation, that will provide you the time period for the minimum value. Okay, got my point? Apply that, then I will show you how to do this by a very short trick, that is what? One line answer. But remember that this is only applicable if initial values are given and acceleration is negative. Okay, once you try this answer, you will understand what I am saying. Okay, shall I now? So let me tell me relative velocities. So VA minus of VB and VA is how much? 10 minus of 6, that is equals to 4 meter per second. And relative acceleration is nothing but AA minus of AB is equals to 2 minus of 4 is equals to minus 2 meter per square second. Then substituting and using what? S of relative is equals to UABT plus of half AABT square. Can I write like this? Substituting the relative velocity, and over here you will be getting the equation, that is 40 is equals to UAA. Kitna hai? 4. 40 plus of, no, can I write minus T square? 2 and get cancelled now. So you got the equation like T square minus of 40 plus of 40, which is equals to 0, or T is equals to, can I write 4 plus or minus under the root of 16 minus of 4 into 40 upon 2. Yes, and T is equals to 4 plus or minus under the root of 16 minus of 160 and divided by 12. T is equals to how much? 4 plus or minus under the root of minus 144 upon 2. Whatever you do, your time will be negative. Okay. Whenever the time becomes negative, always you T is equals to minus B upon 2A, or T is equals to minus of B value is how much? B value minus 4 upon 2A, that is nothing but 2 into 1, or T is equals to 4 by 2. This is 2, and this equation tells you minimum time in parabola, minimum value of the parabola. So T is equals to 4 by 2, that is 2. Okay, substitute and tell me the answer. Okay, and from here we got time period is equals to T is equals to 2 seconds now. Yes or no? Then what is the next step is, XAB is nothing but XA minus of XB. Okay, now x is nothing but ut plus half at square of that body minus of this one. Okay, substitute and tell me the answer. Okay, anyone got the answer? How much? You got 4. Okay, let me check. So ut of uat plus of half of aat square minus of ubt plus of half of abt square. Substituting the value, that is 10, and time period we got 2 plus of half into 2 into t square, that is 4 minus of ub is 6 into 2 plus of half into acceleration is 4 into 4 once, this is twice, the once. So 20 plus of 4 minus of that is 6 to 12 plus of 8. So 24 minus of 20, that is nothing but 4. So after substituting that XAB, we got relative position is equals to how much? 4 meter. Na? That means this 4 meter is nothing but, this is considered, this is your origin at x is equals to 0, t is equals to 0. So what we found is here. So this is the distance 4 meter we got. So body A traveled how much? 4 meter. What is the minimum separation between them at any time, that is 2 seconds, is this one. That is 36 meter. Okay. No need to do this lengthy method. Whenever you found acceleration negative and both the bodies are accelerating and both they are having some initial velocity, at least one should be having some initial velocity. If even one is having initial velocity, then the same can be written as using what? V square minus of u square is equals to 2as. Now tell me, if any body is having negative acceleration, that means it will be having zero velocity finally. Yes or no? That means this is having a zero velocity, final velocity becomes 0 minus of initial velocity, you have to take this velocity, relative. This equation we are substituting again for relative terms. Okay, now u is 4 square, that is 16, which is equals to 2 into acceleration is minus 2 into displacement. 2 ones are 2, 4, 4, 4, s is equals to 4. So again, s is not the minimum distance. S is the position where the velocity becomes 0. Similarly, again the body will return back after some more time. Still the distance remain 36 meters. But when to use this? Negative acceleration. At least you will be having any one initial velocity. If both initial velocities are 0, means you have to do with the first method only. I got my point. What I am trying to say, you should be having at least initial velocity of either. If initial velocity of both are equal, means they won't meet at all. Why? Because this one is moving with acceleration 4 meter per square second and this one is moving with 2 meter per second. They won't meet at all. But they can ask you, find out the minimum distance of separation. Okay, and write the next topic. In vertical motion, relative motion in vertical motion.